key. Yes, we know. Alright. We'll go for a tiny bit longer.
If I had ears, they'd be hurting.
Hello. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got the bottles, eh? Cool.
I'm not terribly musical, but you seem out of tune.
Yeah, something's wrong there.
It's not my fault.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Gummy.
My notes. The pipes are obstructed.
I can see that.
Up
Why
there.
don't you do something about it?
And endanger my vocal cords. You might do it for
Everyone
me.
here has an excuse for doing nothing.
Yep.
Reminds me of the
I'll do it.
asylum.
Hello, Mr. Gummy. Hi. Mr. Gunny, sorry. It's very nice to see you. Yeah, we're doing Alice today. This is for the spooky month of October. Where am I going? Through there? Okay. Through there, I guess. I guess just through all of them. Let's do this one first. Oh, okay. Well, those don't look like they're doing too well. Oh gosh, what now? Oh! Oh jeez. Okay. Okay, back off, Alice. Oh jeez. Okay. Read lock on. I swear the lock-on's gonna kill me. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, well, alright. There we go. Yeah, that's right, baby. Destroyed. Aw, beautiful. Music! Be free. First one done.
You've made a respectable start to it, but a decent job would require considerably more application.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sure you'd like to do a decent job.
You'd like to do decent, right? So you should probably do better. It's like, oh my gosh. Lady. Lady fish. Oh god, more. Alright, here we go. What now? What monstrosity awaits? Come here. Yeah. No! Oh my gosh, I didn't kick out all the time. I didn't give Alice enough time to react. That was my bad. Whoop. No. Dun dun dun. Alright, how's that?
That's all well and good, but my range needs a fully functional orchestra.
Oh my gosh. Lady. Alright, I'm going, I'm getting the last one. There we go, alright. Let's get these pollution back. Captain Planet style! Oh god, we got the... You shoot his friends? Ah, no, I won't. Boo. Friendly fire. Ah! Here. Alright. We gather all this stuff first. Ow, that hit? Really? Alright, you know what? Hobby horse come to play. That's right. There we go. Get flattened, boy. Smash! Let music ring!
There's something wrong. I can't find the time for the note.
It's surely not lost. Perhaps mislaid. I suppose I'll have to help you carry the tune. Better be light.
Oh god, I have to... Yes, I guess. Oh god, why do we have to help her with this? Da 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 da.
The audience will be grateful for your efforts.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not.
Your efforts will be enhanced by my musical score. Please wake them with this exciting news.
Oh, and wake them for the musical score. It's like, jeez Louise, lady. Okay, let's go wake the oysters. That might be the last thing we do. Oh, hello. First, we're gonna get this.
Not burned beyond recognition, as I recall. It was the smoke, you see. One day, you'll be joining them in the Oxford family vault, I imagine.
Ouch, come on, man. She lost her family. What's wrong with you? Oh, it was the smoke. They suffocated to death. I wanted you to know that. Really pity.
2 down, 1 to go. Oysters are the presumptive stars of the show, if you can wake them.
Oh, they're sleeping. They're sleeping so soundly. Do they want to take part in the show? Or maybe they just want to sleep. Maybe they haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Alright. I can't remember. Is this... Hold on. First off, I'm healing. Yeah, how about this? This is cool. I don't know if I ever really truly knew about this. I think I did. I just forgot about it. Nope, go back. No. Oh, I have to get through this? Oh, jeez. Do I have to survive, or do I have to get certain amount of points? Remember when I said this was only done once? I forgot about the, you know, the challenge. Yes. Oh gosh, that was nice. A piece of seaweed in a way. Can't see anything. Oh my goodness. Bombs away! Oh, I got hit. Gosh dang it, I knew it. Holy crap. So many of them. I'll say I really missed that. So I just have to make it through, right? I don't have to make a certain score, do I? Please tell me no. I really don't want to. Ooh. Ooh, boy. Do it? Am I good?
You never cease to amaze.
Oh, thank goodness. Give me that piece of heart. Or, you know, color the rose red, as it were. Sorry. How'd you get in the streams? Shh. Into the mind once more. Or the mind of the mind. We're doing some deception stuff here. Okay, so that's all done. Let's move on, shall we? Oh boy, alright, we'll do this. Boom! Really? Oh, there's two of you. Of course there is. Move, Alice. Go. The sleepy ones.
You just interrupted my dreams. Oh well. Off to the
Oh.
show, I suppose.
That's cute. They have like the shells as like their corset stuff. That's cute. I think that's adorable. That is adorable. Alright. Anything else in here? Okay, I think... Ooh, hey! Sleep moth. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think that's good. Ooh, this is a cute little hidey hole. Oh boy, well this looks pleasant. Alright, well, up we go. Ooh. There's sequence. No sequence. Get over there. So I have to go this way. No! Oh, come on! Look at the bottom of that thing. Weird. Yeah, I think we'll grab the oysters and then we'll call it quits for this. Jump to the stream. Hold on, let me grab these first. Yes. Where's that pig snout? There it is, I see it. Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah! Good. I need the T-Fix. Gotta have that award-winning smile. Oh, please make it. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's go in here first. Shall we? Oh no. There we go.
Odd indeed. Unusual, perhaps. Even extraordinary. But nearly nothing is unique, Alice. Yours was not the first brick home to be destroyed by fire.
So it's not really that big of a deal. I don't know why you're making this into such a thing. Gosh. It really doesn't matter. Jerk. Alright, now what? More crabs? More Mr. Crafts? Yep, more Mr. Crafts. Oh my gosh. Die please, die please. Oh my god. No, no, no. Good, okay. Smack him. Whoa, Nelly.
We still need the star. The star. The star.
Follow the star. Alright, we'll go find the star! Alright, where is, there we go. Alright, let's go find the star and that'll be pretty much it. Hello? Why did I have to say find the star, then that'll be it? Why did I do this to myself? Well, I already said it. No.
Help me, Alice. This
Ugh,
place is
she's got very fast veins.
ruined. If I can't put it back together, Carpenter will grind my pearls.
That's, a little extreme, I think. Oh, God. Not a puzzle. Don't do this to me. Let the 4 bricks surrounding the area start to challenge side the board. Ah!
The proper order of things is often a mystery to me. You too?
Or you can't. No, whatever. No, don't do a puzzle. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh, there he is. That's the first one.
I need the poster now.
You need it now! Alright, alright, we're getting it. Jeez, lady. A second, I'll grab the. Are you serious? Well, you're dying first, Mr. Krabs! Alright, who's left? Nope, stop logging on, stop locking on. We're gonna do this the smart way. Oh, they're all down there. It's so funny. Okay, switch targets. Come on. This is gonna take forever. There, go after that. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I got. There, die, all of you. Cool. Okay. Okay, fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. There we go. Full on jump.
Quick, before the show begins.
I'm coming. Ugh. I need to push it on now. Grab this one. Oh my gosh. Alice, work with me here. Thank you, girl. Okay, come on. Why you did this to me? Oh wait, hold on. There's a thing over there. Well, now hold on. Now hold on. Secrets come first. Oh, gosh. There we go. Okay. Alice. There we go.
Keep troubles and torments at a distance where they may be easily forgotten.
No, I don't agree with that. Go. Alright, let's try this again. Holy crap.
Quickly, he could be here any minute.
Alright, I'm coming, lady. Sorry. Go. Alright, I'm coming. Ugh. Is that all of them? I need one more. Oh, is it in here? Alice, work with me. Yep, it's the last one.
Help me put the poster back together.
Oh, I
How
hate.
does this work? Where do these pieces go?
You're asking me? I don't freaking know, man. Lady, I hate these puzzles. I hate these puzzles so much. You will never understand how much I hate these things. I hate these things so much. I cannot explain to any of you. I hate these puzzles. I will never forget Wind Waker. One of the things in order to get the last piece of heart. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my fucking gosh. In order to get the last piece of heart, you have to one of the pieces of heart, you have to do one of these puzzles, and my god, I hate it. I'm done. I'm not gonna skip it yet, but that is there as an option. Okay, thank
Let
goodness.
us resume our place before our adoring fans at the theater.
Okay, so that one wasn't too bad. There's more. I will let you know. There is more. Oh, flying the walrus. What in the?
My gosh, you're not an impresario, you're a killer. The mastermind of a criminal enterprise.
This world is not so either or, Alice.
It is.
And I've done your bidding.
You did a few errands, got your hands dirty, big deal. The show distraculates the crowd, shame you'll miss it. You need to deal with these sailors. It's your time.
Time? Time? The time has come to talk of ships and vegetables and royalty and whether pigs have wings and so on.
Enough of that, Walrus. You start wailing about there being too much sand on the beach, I'll have your blubber for breakfast.
Shame on you, Carpenter. You
Quoting the
promise.
lines.
I had no choice. One can't always do as one would like. I'd have thought you'd know that by now.
Nah, screw you, Carpenter. Alright. Oh, no, you don't, dude. I already fought a couple of these guys. Okay. Let me do this first, because I don't know if it's saved. Oh, okay. Oh, you're a different kind of fighter, so sailor. Alright, come on. Are you still not dead? Wow, they're strong. There we go. Alright, there's a pig snout. Let me get that first. Oh, get it. Ooh, a keyhole. Hold on, let me go into the keyhole. Oh, no.
Pets are friends in our secret cells, Alice. Your rabbit, too. I'm sure Dinah was a confidant. Always about, wasn't she?
Or cat. Kitty cat. Alright, I just want to get to a good stopping point. Okay. Okay. We gotta wait through the graveyard. Alright. This leads to another graveyard fight. Oh, the last part. I don't know when it saved last. I'm like really worried about that. Alright, we'll go ahead and chance it, because it's getting kind of late and I need to stop. Not yet. Hold on. Let's do this room real quick. Real quick. One more. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. There we go. There we go. Heck yeah.
Friend or foe?
Friend.
Please, Alice, help me fulfill my pledge. I need my men. They may be hostile at first, but their true souls are trapped. You must release them.
More work to do.
Do they want to be at peace?
They do not know their own minds. What's true of the living is often true of the dead.
Alright, we'll go free your men. But not this time, because... Give me the save. There we go. Alright. So that is where we will stop for today. Free your men next time, buddy. And then we gotta go get to that performance and hope we can stop it. Alright. And that is... Alice Madness Returns for today. So we met some new enemies. We got Menacing Ruin, more perilous version of Sinious Ruin. Every vile, depraved feature of the former has evolved to become more loathsome, foul, and hazardous to the latter. I could have imagined it. American McGee, maybe? Ice Snark. Sightless eyes do not inhibit this vile predator from ruling the tundra. Living flesh is no less at risk than carrion. While his parts seem mismatched, his antenna provides protection, and his teeth are lethally efficient. Cannon Crab. Well armed with great size and a penetrable carapace and self-declared honorable mission, this noble crustacean is a formidable foe. One may only hope it has a soft underbelly. It does. Drowned sailor. Poor souls are eternally conflicted. Necessity sent them to sea. The economy depends on them, but they do not profit. Reluctant to sign on a 2-year voyage, they are shanghaied, complain about anything. They are lashed and put on short rations. They are even discouraged from learning how to swim. They trust no one but themselves. Their shades do likewise. Ouch, that's so sad. Wait. Drifting Ruin. Anyone? Another arrow in this abomination's bulging quiver of mayhem. It moves faster, is bigger, and can fly. What's next? Impregnability? Immortality? Who dreamed this up? Alright. Oh, Alice. We'll get you through, I swear it. Alright. And we'll stop there for today. Well, there was Alice Madness Returns, everyone, for today's dive. Okay, let me go on ahead and switch us over. Ugh. Go on ahead and come over here. Give me 1 second. Let me go on ahead and mute that. And now let me switch this to... I was gonna do that, but how about just talking? Let's just do. No. Did I spell it wrong? I think I spelled it wrong. Just chatting. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, sorry, I didn't put the correct one. All right. There we go. That will end our journey into Alice's Wonderland for today. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. I'm Icarus. These are the streams. We've been going through Alice Madness Returns for October, spooky month. As we get to the end of the month, I'm trying to think how many streams Alice will take. Well, we're basically through the second world. There's barely any left, honestly. We've got 1, 2, 3 more worlds after this. So it's not too much. We should finish before Halloween, I would think. If we do, I will see about having one more, maybe smaller spooky game to do by the end of October, to try to have the one to, theme out to the end. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. That was Alice for today. I'm Icarus. We dive into the streams on Sundays. Usually it's at 5, but I started a little early today because I had the time to start early and I wanted to get through more if I could. We also dive in on Tuesdays. This is all Eastern Standard Time, by the way. And on Tuesdays, we dive in at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Friday, we usually, and I think we'll be able to do it this week, we usually dive in with all of our friends so that we can dive into Tales of Vesperia. We're doing it all together, and we're kind of nearing the end-ish. We're getting closer. And that is at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's usually how the streams go. We'll be moving through Alice throughout October, so we'll be in Alice again on Tuesday, and we'll see how it goes. Before we go, usually I'm a believer in God's word. I do like to share a little bit of his words at the end of every stream. But for October and for our Alice dive, I'm going to do a little something different. I've kind of been going through the Looking Glass. I actually read Alice in Wonderland myself last year. And now I was going to go through the Looking Glass. I figured we could do it together. So it's kind of like a read along. So this will be the last thing we do together. If you don't want to stick around, that's okay. I want to do the story myself, and I figure, hey, might as well do it at the end of the stream, make it something different. So we're in chapter 2 of Through the Looking Glass. Go ahead and get this out. How many chapters Through the Looking Glass have, by the way? Let me check that real quick. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There's that table of contents. Oh. It doesn't really say. Okay, alright, fine. We'll just go to the chapter. Oh, here we go. So there's 12 of them. We won't have 12 streams, so maybe we won't get through all of them. It takes a little bit to read each chapter, so I only want to do one chapter at a time, but we'll see. We'll just make our way through. All right, 167. Hold on. So we just had Alice. She just entered in through the Looking Glass. And now let's see what she does now. Chapter 2, The Garden of Live Flowers. All cozy. I should see the garden far better, said Alice to herself, if I could get to the top of that hill and use a path that leads straight to it. At least, no, it doesn't do that, after going a few yards on the path and turning several sharp corners. But I suppose it will at last. But how curiously it twists. It's more like a corkscrew than a path. Well, this turn goes to the hill, I suppose. No, it doesn't. This goes straight back to the house. Well then, I'll try it the other way. And so she did, wandering up and down and trying turn after turn, but always coming back to the house, do what she would. Indeed, once when she turned a corner rather more quickly than usual, she ran against it before she could stop herself. It's no use talking about it, said Alice, looking up at the house and pretending it was arguing with her. I'm not going in again yet. I know I should have to get through the looking glass again, back into the old room, and there'd be an end to all my adventures. So, resolutely turning her back upon the house, she set out once more down the path, determined to keep straight on until she got to the hill. For a few minutes all went on well, and she was just saying, I really shall do it this time, when the path gave a sudden twist and shook itself, as she described it afterwards, and the next moment she found herself actually walking in at the door. Oh, it's too bad, she cried. I never saw such house forgetting in this way. Never! However, there was the hill full in sight, so there was nothing to be done but start again. This time, she came upon a large flower bed. Sorry. Put that on. There we go. With a border of daisies and a willow tree growing in the middle. Oh, Tiger Lily, said Alice, addressing herself to one that was waving gracefully about in the wind. I wish you could talk. We can talk, said Tiger Lily, when there's anybody worth talking to. Alice was so astonished she couldn't speak for a minute. It quite seemed to take her breath away. Alice, you've been through Wonderland before, like this isn't your first rodeo with this crazy stuff. Okay. At length, as the Tiger Lily only went on waving about, she spoke again, in a timid voice, almost in a whisper. And can all the flowers talk? As well as you can, said the Tiger Lily, and a great deal louder. It isn't manners for us to begin, you know, said the Rose, and I really was wondering when you'd speak. Said I to myself, her face has got some sense in it, though it's not a clever one. Still, you're the right color, and that goes a long way. I don't care about the color, said the Tiger Lily remarked. If only her petals curled up a little more, she'd be all right. Alice didn't like being criticized, so she began asking questions. Aren't you sometimes frightened at being planted out here with no one to take care of you? It's the tree in the middle, said the Rose. What else is it good for? But what could it do if any danger came? Alice asked. It could bark, said the Rose. Really? It's, oh my. I'm going to show you this line before I read it. Right there. There. It's hard to see. It says, bow wow, cried the daisy. Lewis Carroll. What the heck? That's why its branches are called bows. Didn't you know that? Cried another daisy, and here they all began shouting together, till the air seemed quite full of little shrill voices. Silence, every one of you, cried the Tiger Lily, waving itself passionately from side to side, and trembling with excitement. They know I can't get at it. Not them, it panted, bending and quivering head towards Alice, or they wouldn't dare to do it. Never mind, said Alice in a soothing tone, and stooping down to the daisies, who were just beginning again, she whispered, If you don't hold your tongues, I'll pick you. There was silence in a moment. Several of the pink daisies turned white. Holy crap, Alice. That's right, said the Tiger Lily. The daisies are worst of all. When one speaks, they all begin together. And it's enough to make one wither to hear what the way they go on. And how is it you all can talk all nice? Blah, 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 blah. And how is it you can all talk so nicely? Alice said, hoping to get it into a better temper by a compliment. I've been in many gardens before, but none of the flowers could talk. Put your head down and feel the ground, said the Tiger Lily. Then you'll know why. Alice did so. It's very hard, she said, but I don't see what this has to do with it. In most gardens, the Tiger Lily said, they make the beds too soft, so the flowers are always asleep. Ah. This sounded a very good reason, and Alice was quite pleased to know it. I never thought of that before, she said. It's my opinion you never think at all, the Rose said in a rather severe tone. Girl, back off. I never saw anybody that looked stupider, a Violet said, so suddenly that Alice quite jumped, for it hadn't spoken before. Hold your tongue, cried the tiger lily, as if you ever saw anybody. You keep your head under the leaves and snore away there till you know no more what's going on in the world than if you were a bud. Ouch. And are there any more people in the garden besides me? Alice said, not choosing to notice the rose's last remark. Smart move. There's one other flower in the garden that can move about like you, said the rose. I wonder how you'll do it. You're very always wondering, said the tiger lily. But she's more bushy than you are. Is she like me? Alice asked eagerly, for the thought crossed her mind. There's another little girl in the garden somewhere. Well, she has the same awkward shape as you, the rose said, but she's redder, and her petals are shorter, I think. Her petals are done up close, almost like a Delilah, the tiger lily interrupted, not tumbled about anyhow like yours. But that's not your fault, Rose added kindly. You're beginning to fade, you know, and then one can't help one's petals getting a little untidy. Alice didn't like this idea at all, so to change the subject, she asked, Does she ever come out here? I dare say you'll see her soon, said the rose. She's one of the thorny kind. Ouch, that's not good. Where does she wear her thorns? Alice asked with some curiosity. Why, all round her head, of course. Okay. I was wondering why you hadn't got some too. I thought it was the regular rule. She's coming, cried the larkspur. Okay, that's a flower. I hear her footsteps. Thump, thump, thump along the gravel walk. Alice looked round eagerly and found that it was the Red Queen. Oh, jeez. She's grown a good deal, was her first remark. She had indeed. When Alice first found her in the ashes, she had been only 3 inches high, and here she was, half a head taller than Alice herself. Sorry, that was Alice saying she's grown a good deal. My bad. It's the fresh air that does it, said the rose. Wonderfully fine airs out here. I think I'll go and meet her, said Alice, for though the flowers were interesting enough, she felt it would be far grander to have a talk with a real queen. You've already done that before. You can't possibly do that, said the rose. I should advise you walk the other way. This sounded nonsense to Alice, so she said nothing but set off at once toward the Red Queen. To her surprise, she lost sight of her in a moment, and found herself walking at the front door again. Oh my gosh, this place sucks. A little provoked, yeah, this would pick me off. She drew back and looked, and after looking everywhere for the Queen, whom she spied out at last a long way off, she thought she would try the plan, this time, of walking in the opposite direction. It succeeded beautifully. She had not been walking a minute before she found herself face to face with the Red Queen, and full in sight of the hill she had been aiming for so long. Where do you come from? Said the Red Queen. And where are you going? Look up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle your fingers all the time. Alice attended to all these directions, and explained, as well as she could, that she had lost her way. I don't know what you mean by your way, said the Queen. All the ways about here belong to me. But why did you come out here at all? And why did you come out here at all? She added in a kinder tone. Curtsy while you're thinking what to say. It saves time. Alice wondered a little at this, but she was too much in awe of the Queen to disbelieve it. I'll try it when I get home, she thought to herself. Next time I'm a little late for dinner. It's time for your answer now, the Queen said, looking at her watch. Open your mouth a little wider when you speak, and always say, Your Majesty. I only wanted to see what the garden was like, Your Majesty. That's right, said the Queen, patting her on the head, which Alice didn't like at all. Though, when you say garden, I've seen gardens compared to this with which this would be a wilderness. Alice didn't quite dare to argue the point, but went on. And I thought I'd try to find my way to the top of the hill. When you say hill, the Queen interrupted, I could show you hills, in comparison with which you call that a valley. You ever met someone like this? Who always had to one-up everything in the conversation? No, I shouldn't, said Alice, surprising the contradicting her at last. A hill can't be a valley, you know. That would be nonsense. Red Queen shook her head. You may call it nonsense, if you like, she said. But I've heard nonsense, compared with which you would be as sensible as a dictionary. Also a cool backdrop. Alice curtsied again, as she was afraid from the Queen's tone that she was a little offended, and they walked in silence till they got to the top of the hill. For some minutes Alice stood without speaking, looking out in all directions over the country, and a most curious country it was. There were a number of tiny little brooks running straight across it from side to side, and the ground between was divided up into squares by a number of little green hedges that reached from brook to brook. Is this Dark World, Deltarune, we in? Well, obviously that's where the inspiration came from. I declare it's marked out just like a chessboard, Alice said at last. There ought to be some men moving about somewhere. And so there are, she added in a tone of delight, and her heart began to beat quick with excitement as she went on. It's a huge game of chess that's being played all over the world. If this is the world at all, you know. Oh, what fun it is! How I wish I was one of them. I wouldn't mind being a pawn. If only I might join. Although, of course, I should like to be queen best. Oh, she wants to be queen. She glanced rather shyly at the real queen as she said this, but her companion only smiled pleasantly and said, That's easily managed. You can be the White Queen's pawn, if you like, as Lily is too young to play, and you're in the second square to begin with. When you get to the 8th square, you'll be a queen. Just at this moment, somehow or other, just at that moment, somehow or other, they began to run. She fast. Alice never could quite make out, in thinking it over afterwards, how it was they began. All she remembers is that they were running hand in hand, and the Queen went so fast, it was all she could do to keep up with her. And still the Queen kept shouting, Faster! Faster! But Alice felt she could not go faster, though she had no breath left to say so. The most curious part of the thing was that the trees and other things round them never changed their places at all. How fast they were, they never seemed to pass anything. That's weird. I wonder if all the things move along with us, thought poor puzzled Alice. I'm noting that. That's an interesting concept. And the Queen seemed to guess her thoughts, for she cried, Faster! Don't try to talk! Not that Alice had any idea of doing that. She felt as if she would never be able to talk again. She was getting so much out of breath. And still the Queen cried, Faster! Faster! And dragging her along. Are we nearly there? Alice managed to pant out at last. Nearly there, the Queen repeated. Why, we passed it 10 minutes ago. Faster! And they ran on for a time in silence, with the wind whistling in Alice's ears, almost blowing her hair off her head, she fancied. No, no, cried the Queen. Faster, faster! And they went so fast that at last they seemed to skim through the air, hardly touching the ground with their feet, till suddenly, just as Alice was getting quite exhausted, they stopped, and she found herself sitting on the ground, breathless and giddy. The Queen propped her up against a tree and said kindly, You may rest a little now. Alice looked round in great surprise. Why, I do believe we've been under this tree the whole time. Everything's just as it was. Of course it is, said the Queen. What would you have, What would you have it? Well, in our country, said Alice, still panting a little, you'd generally get to somewhere else if you ran very fast for a long time, as we've been doing. A slow sort of country, said the Queen. Now here, you see, it takes all the running you can do to keep up in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must remain at least twice as fast as that. I'd rather not try, please, said Alice. I'm quite content to stay here. Only I am so hot and thirsty. I know what you'd like, said the Queen good-naturedly, taking a little box out of her pocket. Have a biscuit? Alice thought it would not be civil to say no, though it wasn't at all what she wanted. She took it and ate it as well as she could. It was very dry. She thought she'd never have been nearly choked in all her life. While you're refreshing yourself, said the Queen, I'll just take the measurements. And she took a ribbon out of her pocket, marked in inches, and began measuring the ground and sticking little pegs in here and there. At the end of 2 yards, she said, putting in a peg to mark the distance, I shall give you directions. Have another biscuit? No, thank you. One's quite enough. Thirst quenched, I hope, said the Queen. No. Alice did not know what to say to this, but luckily the Queen did not wait for an answer and went on. At the end of 3 yards, I shall repeat them, for fear of your forgetting them. At the end of 4, I shall say goodbye, and at the end of 5, I shall go. She had got all the pegs put in by this time, and Alice looked on with great interest as she returned to the tree, and then began slowly walking down the road. At the 2-yard peg, she faced round and said, A pawn goes 2 squares in its first move, you know. So you'll go very quickly from through the 3rd square, by railway, I should think, and you'll find yourself in the 4th square in no time. Well, that square belongs to Tweedledee and Tweedledum. There they are! Tweedledee and Tweedledum are in Looking Glass, not Alice in Wonderland. The 5th is mostly water. The 6th belongs to Humpty Dumpty. But you make no remark. I didn't know I had to make one. Just then, Alice faltered out. You should have said, the Queen went on in a tone of great reproof. It's extremely kind of you to tell me this. However, well, we'll suppose it's said. The 7th square is all fours. However, one of the knights will show you the way. And in the 8th square, we shall be queens together, and it's all feasting and fun. Alice got up and curtsied, and sat down again. At the next peg, the Queen turned again, and this time she said, Speak in French when you can't think of English for a thing. Turn out your toes when you walk, and remember who you are. She did not wait for Alice to curtsy this time, but walked on quickly to the next peg, where she turned for a last moment to say goodbye, and then hurried on to the last. How it happened, Alice never knew, but exactly as she came to the last peg, she was gone. Whether she vanished into the air, or whether she ran quickly into the wood, and she can run very fast, thought Alice. There was no way of guessing, but she was gone, and Alice began to remember that she was a pawn. It would soon be time for her to move. All right, that's the 2nd chapter. Alice on her way, becoming a pawn in a game of chess. As we all are just pawns in the game. I'm kidding. Anyway, that'll do it for today's dive into the streams. We'll be back on Tuesday with more Madness Returns, and we'll read more from Looking Glass. We might not finish all of it, sadly, because I don't know if we can go through 12 chapters. I'm not sure, but we'll make the best progress we can. Anyway, I'll go on for now, but thank you so much for joining, everyone. May God bless every single one of you, and I hope you have a fantastic time. Oh, hi, World Production. Hello, quick question. What do you think of string theory as a possible candidate for a theorem of quantum gravity, theory of everything? Oh, geez, I don't know very much about string theory. I'm afraid I can't really make much of a response on that. I don't know very much about it. I'm afraid I don't really have much of a comment. I'm sorry. I know that whatever's set in place, the Lord placed as the boundaries of the world. So whatever it is, I'm sure we'll discover more about it and see how awesome the world's put together. So whatever we do discover will be exciting. I looked a little bit into I wouldn't say I looked into it, but I talked to some people about antimatter lately, and that was kind of cool. So that's kind of a thing. But yeah, sorry, I don't know very much about quantum physics and all that kind of stuff. More of a study of the mind for myself because I'm a clinical counselor. But I'll look into it a little bit, see if I can come up with an answer. But thank you for the question. That's interesting. I guess I never thought about it. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much... Oh, that's all right. Have a nice day. Thank you, World Production. I appreciate that. I'll look into it. Maybe by next stream I'll take a look and see what I can find out. String theory, huh? String theory, a possible candidate for quantum gravity. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yes, antimatter is very important for stability of the universe. Yeah, I've been hearing about that, which is cool. It's like a new thing. God's creation is amazing. There's so much stuff in it, and like the way it's all formed together. And science is important too, because the more you understand it, the more you can like appreciate it. And from a more selfish perspective, the more you can make cool fiction based on it. The more you know about science, the more you can actually bend it to interesting metaphysics. I always find that the most fun part. Anyway, God bless you, and I'll talk to everyone next time. Bye for now, everyone. Oh, doop.